Welcome, everyone. Please stand if you are able for the procession of our administration, faculty, and staff in the Front Range Community College, Boulder County campus, graduating class of 2023.
Good evening. Buenas noches. I am Dr. Aparna Dilip Nageshwaran Palmer, Vice President of Front Range Community College, Boulder County campus. It's with great pride that the faculty and the staff of the Boulder County campus welcome you to our 2023 Commencement ceremony. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación del campus de Boulder County de Front Range Community College en celebración de nuestros estudiantes que se gradúan. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to stand for our national anthem, sung tonight by our own Boulder County campus student, Christopher Sheppers, member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and graduating class of 2024 with an Associate of Arts degree in Spanish.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Christopher. Please be seated. Now let me invite Dr. Krishna Participu, Front Range Community College Executive Director of Equity and Inclusion, to the podium to share our land acknowledgement statement with you.
This statement has been crafted with great care by our college in collaboration with students, staff, faculty, and particularly community members from the indigenous groups and nations that have historically lived, migrated through, and continue to live in this area. Front Range Community College acknowledges, with respect, that the lands that our campuses occupy are the ancestral and traditional homelands of numerous indigenous peoples: the Apache, Arapaho, Cheyenne, Comanche, Hopi, Kiowa, Lakota, Shoshone, Ute, and Zuni are among the at least 48 contemporary, diverse, and vibrant Native nations that have been and continue to be a part of the recent history of the lands that make up the state of Colorado. As we speak these words of acknowledgement, our intention is to recognize the ties that those Native nations have to their traditional homelands, while also recognizing our responsibilities as an institution that is the beneficiary of this land. We must also acknowledge the painful histories and the magnitude of inequities that Native Americans and Indigenous people continue to experience to this day. While we cannot expect the descendants living today to forgive or forget what has happened, We can offer a promise to remember the past and pledge to forge a new path forward to treat our tenure in these lands with respect. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce you to our college leadership and our special guests. Administrators and guests, please stand as I introduce you. Chico Garcia, Dean of Student Affairs and St. Vrain Valley Board of Education member. Mary Lee Geary, Dean of Instruction. Deborah Craven, Dean of Instruction. Dr. Rebecca Wolf, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Online Learning. Dr. Krishna Patisipu, Executive Director of Equity and Inclusion. Dr. Gabriel Castaño, Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Success. Joanne Wilkinson, Vice President of Organizational Development and Human Resources. Dr. Tricia Johnson, Vice President of the Westminster Campus. Beryl Durazo, Executive Director of the Front Range Community College Foundation. Melanie Kruger, State Board for Community Colleges and Occupational Education, 8th Congressional District Representative. And finally, the President of Front Range Community College, Dr. Colleen Simpson. Please also join me in thanking our friends of FRCC. These are our community partners and leaders who have joined us this evening. If you are a friend of FRCC, please rise so that you may be recognized for your contribution to our college community. We especially welcome our partners from the St. Vrain Valley School District and our Falcon Tech community. Welcome to members of our Front Range Community College Foundation Board and Alumni Advisory Committee as well. Many individuals have worked so hard to put this celebration together. Thank you to our staff for your superb efforts, and to the Commencement Committee members and enormous cast of volunteers for your dedication to making this evening's event a huge success for our graduates, their families, their friends, and other loved ones. We deeply appreciate your contributions. Special thanks to Ms. Kazaya Grenda, who has coordinated this ceremony for many years now. As she transitions into a new role within our concurrent enrollment department, this ceremony marks the very last commencement that she will lead. Please join me in giving thanks for her many years of service. Also, please welcome Dory LaJeunesse and Julie Wood, our American Sign Language interpreters. We are here this evening to honor our Boulder campus graduates. This is an event that everyone on our campus looks forward to all year. We cherish the opportunity to recognize the hard work, the dedication, and the achievements of our graduating students. Students, congratulations on your success. Thank you for choosing FRCC as your educational home. Now, as you embark on your next adventure, I want you to know that we, along with all of your loved ones and our community members, are so very proud of you. When you succeed in what you do, we all succeed. Let's give our students a big round of applause. Professors and staff, please rise. Thank you for all of your hard work, your passion, your commitment to excellence, your enthusiasm, the thought that you put into educating students every day, even after the class has ended, the hours and hours of time that you spend helping your students overcome barriers, and the care that you take when speaking to each and every student who seeks your advice. I have never been at a college where the staff and faculty and instructors care so much about their students. This is indeed a special place. Graduates, please take a moment to give the staff and your professors the applause they deserve. Community colleges are singular among institutions of higher learning. More than most other institutions in the world, they bring together people of different backgrounds, different perspectives, different identities to share a space together, whether it is on our campuses, in our online classes, in the high schools, in our community. Community colleges are dedicated to learning and access. The classes here are taught by experts in their fields with advanced credentials, degrees, and experience. The staff who come to work here bring their exceptional backgrounds because of their dedication to service. The collective mission of everyone here is to create a sense of belonging where every voice is heard and every voice is honored. Speaking of voices, we have a special tradition here at the Boulder County campus commencement ceremony. We use this ceremony to highlight the voices of our graduates, students, our alumni, our teaching excellence awardees, our community partners, and our campus leadership. This evening, we have asked many people who contribute to the success of our college and our students to share their thoughts about Front Range Community College with all of you.
I am part of the Falcon Tech program, where we had the amazing opportunity to receive our associate's degree as well as our high school diploma. I'm Veronica, and I'm so grateful to be speaking tonight. This all started 4 years ago during my last quarter of 8th grade at Trail Ridge Middle School. When I first heard of the program, it was from one of my counselors at that time. It was scary, but intriguing. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to succeed in the program and was hesitant to apply. But towards the end of my 8th grade year, I decided to take the risk and apply anyway, telling myself that whatever happens, happens. Then, a couple weeks later, I got the acceptance letter. And then that's when it all started. If I could go back, I would do the exact same thing over and over again. It was because of that decision I was able to meet the most amazing, talented, and funny people in my entire life. These are the people that I have the honor to call a second family. They truly mean the world to me. I was able to work and grow alongside my peers and see how we've all grown and become people who have such potential in anything that they do. Some of us will be going to colleges like Mines, CU, CSU, UNC, New Mexico, and even Oregon. And even some of us will be attending Front Range once more. Some of us will be going straight to the workforce, But I know for a fact that no matter what, in whatever that we do in the future, we will prosper and be brilliant people. I'm truly proud of our graduating class. I was able to work with such amazing educators and staff members who were always willing to put up with us during all chaotic moments in life. They put up with us going through COVID, and when we were able to come back to in-person classes once more. And they've never stopped believing in us and caring for our futures, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. My family always told me that they wanted me to have a good life and to be happy. They always wanted the best. My mom and my dad always tell me to try and be better than them, and to always try my best in anything and everything that I do. And if it wasn't for their support and understanding, I wouldn't be where I am today. Even if they keep telling me that they didn't help at all, I want them to know that they've helped me in so many ways, more than one, and I'm truly forever grateful to them. I'm grateful to the program and to Front Range, because what we as a class accomplished today is such a gift to so many students and families, and I'm forever proud of us, and I hope my peers are proud of themselves as well. We all grew and are becoming stronger and better people than when we all first started. And for that, I'm so glad that I had the chance to meet everyone in the program and to have this moment with everyone. So thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
13 years feels like a blip on the radar to some, but to me, it feels like a lifetime. Many have asked, what was the holdup? What took you so long to get here? The short answer, well, addiction, recovery, abuse, and lack of autonomy. My name is CJ Eccles. Welcome to today's graduation ceremony. My journey to this moment was filled with doubt and ambiguity. However, one thing I know for sure, man, am I glad to have a bright future. My passion for writing has always been there, but my practical side took over as I traversed several educational paths. The catalyst for my dream career in writing and editing occurred in the fall of 2018. On my way from one end of campus to the other, I came across one of the English faculty tabling in the student commons. As a lifelong reader, I checked out the major related materials and handouts, but what grabbed my attention was the accompanying basket of books. When I exclaimed that I loved David Foster Wallace's work, this professor asked me if I was taking creative writing classes. I said no, I'm in a different program and I can't make that happen. The professor let it go and I went to class. Little did I know this professor would ask, hello? Did that just go out? No? Okay. Little did I know this professor would ask if I would take their class every semester until I agreed. I graduated from Front Range in 2019 and returned that fall to pursue a degree path that excited me. When they asked again, it would be the last time I said no. In the spring of 2020, I took his Creative Writing 2 class and have never looked back. If I could offer 3 pieces of advice, they would include, number 1, you are not your current circumstance. Number 2, setbacks, no matter how bad they seem, are set-ups for something beautiful. And number 3, it's okay not to know what you want to do. I don't know what the next 13 years will bring. However, I can say with certainty that I am excited to see how it all unfolds. It is my ultimate pleasure to congratulate the class of 2023.
Anyone who knows me well enough is very familiar with what I like to call my semesterly crisis. It's a period every semester when break is still a few weeks away, homework assignments are starting to get in late, and I'm just about ready to completely give up and quit school. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Margaret Worth. I actually grew up homeschooled, technically unschooled with the guidance of my wonderful parents. I never had to get used to doing homework or submitting assignments or worrying about grades as a child. So attending community college full-time through a concurrent enrollment program, starting at only 15 years old, was a huge challenge for me. But the great thing about being a student here at Front Range Community College is that even in those times when I struggled and I felt like I was alone, I wasn't. I have had incredible professors, mentors, classmates, and dear friends who have helped me on my way. They were the ones who were telling me not to quit, to persevere, and to keep reaching for my goals. To everyone who has encouraged me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. But at the end of the day, during the past 4 years and 9 semesterly crises that I have had at FRCC, the one thing that truly, in my heart of hearts, convinced me not to give up was this little voice in the back of my head that kept telling me, someday, all this work is going to be worth it. And let me tell you, it is worth it. More than I ever imagined. Standing here tonight, earning my associate's degree with a 4.0 GPA at age 18, I have never been prouder of myself. To all of my fellow graduates, please thank everyone who has been by your side on this journey. But we shouldn't forget to thank ourselves. We are the common denominator in every one of our successes. Graduating today is no exception. We had the power within ourselves to make this achievement happen. Realizing that inner strength is one of the most valuable lessons I've gotten out of my time here at FRCC. I know that after tonight, we will all embark on our own journeys through life. But I hope that all of you always remember the pride that you feel for yourself tonight, no matter where you go and what you do. Carry it with you. I know I will.
Tonight, I want to ask you a question. What do you think of when you hear the word hero? Do you immediately think of your favorite superhero jumping into action and saving the world from the evils within it? Or do you think of someone closer to home, like the teenager who ran into a burning building to save a family with no thought for himself? Or maybe someone even closer to home, like your mom, dad, sister, or brother, who've inspired you. Good evening, graduates, faculty, family members, and friends. My name is Dr. Martha Carone, biology faculty here at Front Range, and recipient of the Full-Time Faculty 2022-2023 Teaching Excellence Award. When I think of the word hero, the first thing that comes to my mind is my students, who are everyday heroes. I hear so many stories about their lives, from working full-time while going to school full-time to give themselves a stronger future, to raising a new baby or multiple children while attending school so they can give their children a better life. To those that are caring for a loved one, be it a grandmother, mother, or younger siblings, while they attend Front Range, to provide their family members a better life. To those that have already gone down one career path and have decided to come back to school and completely change their career because they want to help others in a way they have not previously been able to. Our Front Range students are my heroes. Showing up every day for classes on time. Well, mostly on time. Working hard to study and persevering through some of the hardest years higher education has ever faced. These students are you, and you, and you. All of you. Whatever you have faced to get you to this point, or the decisions you made to put you on this path, we honor you tonight for showing us your grit and your determination to do whatever it took to get you here. I hope that when you think of the word hero, you'll look around the room and see some of your heroes that have helped you along the way to get to this night. I know many heroes that work tirelessly day in and day out at Front Range to help their students in any way they can. I want to honor them tonight for all that they have done to continuously offer an exceptional education through extremely difficult circumstances over your time at Front Range. I see other heroes in our midst that have come to support us tonight and have supported you throughout your journey. Family and friends who have kept you on your path, encouraged you when it got hard, and are now here to cheer you on in your success. We see you, heroes, and we honor you. As you go forward from tonight, whether you know the path that you have chosen or are still working on finding it, believe in your dream and know that you have gained the skills to make it happen. If you don't readily see your path, figure out how to create it, or forge a new path that you may never have seen yourself walking down. You are strong, you are resilient, and you will persevere. Know that we here at Front Range will be here for you, for advice, for encouragement, or just to catch up. You are family now, and we can't wait to see what you will do. Take an opportunity after the ceremony to thank your heroes for all they have done to help you get tonight. And most importantly, wherever you go, remember to be a hero to those around you. The world needs more heroes. Congratulations.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me to be here today. I'm honored. My name is Katie Day, and I'm a proud 2017 graduate of Front Range Community College. I was born with sensorineural hearing loss in both ears, and despite numerous tests and inquiries, the cause is unknown. It started out mild to moderate, and for the last 10 to 15 years has been moderate to severe, and eventually will be severe to profound. I'm not afraid of this transition. It's always simply been a fact of life. I developed better than average lip reading skills at a young age, and I learned American Sign Language as a teenager. The gift of sign language has opened doors for me that I could not possibly have fathomed in my younger days in the Midwest. The right to have access to interpreters became a vital conduit to new information, learning, and growth. My journey to FRCC began way back in 2009. I was attending a 4-year university, working 30 hours per week, and was captain of my college swim team. Many of my friends that I worked at the swimming pool with, where I was lifeguarding, were also volunteering for a local fire department and getting free EMS certification in exchange for their time, as well as chances for a full-time job serving their community. I thought this was really amazing, and I really wanted to participate. I did a few ride-alongs, but could not make time commitments due to my already extremely full schedule. I didn't give up. Fast forward to 2013, I applied to an EMS program. I was denied the opportunity to try with a note that said, if I needed an interpreter to learn, I wasn't qualified to be an EMT. I applied to a second and a third program with much the same result. Finally, a friend recommended I try community college. They would be able to provide the reasonable accommodations that I needed and give me a chance to try. I sent in my application to FRCC. As I was working on prerequisites, I was trying to figure out how I would use a stethoscope with hearing aids. I put out a call for help on Facebook and was connected to a woman who lived locally and herself was deaf and formerly an EMT. I found out that she had sued the Department of Justice for the right for deaf people to become emergency service providers and opened the door for everyone who followed. Not only did she show me her stethoscope, let me try it out, but she gave me some excellent advice for going to class. She told me, walk in with your head held high and do not once apologize for being there. I took that to heart. I knew that I was not only chasing after my dream, but also holding open a door for all those with hearing loss who might follow me. To make a long story short, I succeeded. I worked far harder in 4 months than I did for my 4-year degree, and I am a better person for it. I could not have done it without the support of my fellow classmates, the faculty at FRCC, or the support of some of my amazing coworkers in the National Park Service. I've gone on to use my EMS skills for local communities, the National Park Service, and the U.S. Forest Service. I'm not the first deaf or hard of hearing EMT, but I won't be the last. Perseverance is what helped me to succeed. I feel that a tribute is a common theme in the room today. You are here today because you weren't afraid to start, or start over, as many times as it took to get it right. You will meet the right people in the right place at the right time when you are supposed to, and not 1 minute before, regardless of how badly you want it. I hope the courage and spirit of optimism that brought you through to this moment stays with you throughout all of your career in life. I hope that when someone tells you your dream is stupid, or you can't do it, you turn a deaf ear to them, whether literal or metaphorical. And finally, I hope you never miss an opportunity to help someone who wants to better themselves and the world around them. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2023.
Y'all, I'm standing here today because I bought a laptop that I couldn't afford and I needed money. I didn't come to FRCC because I was ready to educate myself out of the poverty and abuse I was experiencing. I came because in an ADHD impulse rage, I bought a $700 laptop to play an online reality game with my online reality TV friends. After not being able to find sustainable employment for the entirety of 2019, I was a homeless, 100% custody single mother forced to lock down with abusers at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. I needed money, and I needed it fast. Not only to pay for this laptop that was giving me a temporary escape, but I wanted to take my son and permanently escape. Through researching loan options, I quickly found that a round of student loan disbursements from a community college would be enough to not only pay for that laptop, but I could finally fund that escape and get my son and I to safety. I started at FRCC in the fall of 2020, and thanks to that laptop and the amazing faculty and staff here at Front Range Community College, I have since become a TRIO peer mentor, Resilience Award winner, PTK member, Jack Kent Cook undergraduate scholarship semifinalist, thank you, two-time editor of BCC's award-winning literary magazine, The Plains Paradox. I've made the president's list in every semester I was eligible, but most importantly, I am happy, I am healthy, and I am healing. Thank you. I am Mandy Scanlon. I am a first-generation, neurodivergent, non-traditional success story, just like so many of you, and I am so proud of all of us. I spent my K-12 years being dismissed and minimized because of my ADHD, and it was not till I arrived at FRCC at 34 years old have I felt an iota of the support that I have felt in education as I have felt here. It turns out I didn't hate school like I'd spent my life thinking. I hated the way I was treated by the educational system along my journey. That's not to say I didn't have great teachers, as I had several. But educators are only as strong as their systems, and that's where FRCC exceeded my expectations. From my first meeting with my incredible Pathways advisor, to the safe space with my trio family, to the hands I held while writing this speech, I have always felt supported, wanted, and valued by the Front Range Community College system, and I'll admit, I'm terrified to leave it. This community has replaced my biological family of abusers, but unlike that family, Front Range has given me the tools I need to succeed, as well as the confidence in myself that I never had. As I hopefully move on to Stanford University to study comparative, it's a very stressful thing to wait for an acceptance from Stanford. So I'm hoping to go to Stanford to study comparative studies in race and ethnicity, as well as gender and sexuality studies. I'll remember how the staff members sat quietly while I sobbed in their office is also the one putting on Pikachu sunglasses and taking selfies with my son. The faculty who sent in the student of concern forms for me also wrote me letters of recommendation to the most prestigious schools in the nation. They supported me through life's pain and celebrated with me through its successes. While moving away from family is hard, the good thing about the supportive family is that they will always be there to welcome you when you're ready to come home. And don't worry, Mom and Dad, I'll be home soon. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Wow, our voices are amazing. Let's give them another round of applause. It's now my privilege to invite Melanie Kruger, State Board for Community Colleges and Occupational Education, 8th Congressional District Representative, to read the authorization.
On behalf of the State Board for Community Colleges and Occupational Education, I grant President Dr. Simpson the authority to confer the appropriate degrees and certificates.
Will the graduates please stand? Members of the State Board for Community Colleges and Occupational Education, Front Range Community College Area Advisory Council, families, faculty, staff, and other guests. I am pleased to certify that these students have completed the necessary requirements to receive an associate degree, bachelor's degree, or certificate. And now to the class of 2022-2023. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Boulder County campus of Front Range Community College, and by the authority vested in me by the State Board for Colorado Community College and Occupational Education, I confer upon you the degree or certificate you have earned, and with all the rights and privileges. Congratulations.
As our graduates prepare to come forward, You may notice that some of them are wearing stoles or cords or robes of various colors. Graduates wearing blue stoles with gold FRCC, IBM, and Skyline High School logos have successfully completed our P-Tech program. These graduates, who will be receiving their associate's degrees in computer information systems, programming, or web development, even as they are graduating from high school, are also wearing IBM cyan and white cords. The P-Tech graduates' cords have cyan strands that represent program experience and unity. The cords also have white strands that represent program completion and academic achievement. Graduates who are lead scholars are wearing ribbon leis to honor their commitment to becoming the next generation of leaders. The blue represents the colors of FRCC. The green represents the LEADS program. LEADS is the Latino Excellence, Achievement, and Development Series program. Graduates wearing a white stole with the TRIO logo are part of our Student Support Services program. This program provides a positive environment where these scholars know that their voices, experiences, and dreams will be cultivated and inspired to grow. Graduates who have been inducted into our Phi Theta Kappa Academic Honor Society can wear either the honors stole or cord. The honors stole is gold satin and features the Greek letters on the left side, signifying closeness to the wearer's heart. The gold tassel features the Greek letters at the top in a separate gold emblem. The double honor cord is made up of one blue cord and one gold cord. These are students who have achieved high academic achievement while they have been here. You may notice that some of the faculty, staff, and students are wearing red, white, and blue cords. These cords signify service to our country in one of the military branches. We are grateful to each of these veterans for their service and sacrifice. Finally, you may notice graduates in a black cap and gown. These gowns signify the graduates of the Geospatial Sciences program and are earning a Bachelor of Applied Science degree. These students are the very first graduates to receive the BAS degree in Geospatial Sciences in the history of Front Range Community College. Tonight, the narrators introducing our graduates are Rebecca Chavez, Director of TRIO Student Support Services, Beatriz Alvarado, Pathways Advisor, Mars Almanza, Coordinator of High School Programs and Student Support Services.
We have Sage Alexander, Associate's Degree of Arts with Studio Art designation, summa cum laude. CJ Eccles, the Associate Degree of Arts. Margaret Worth, the Associate Degree of General Studies, summa cum laude. Mandy Scanlon, the Associate Degree of Arts.
Veronica Rodriguez, Associate of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. Ulises Javier Cortez, the Associate of Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer, cum laude. Cesar Garcia, the Associate Degree in Applied Science and Web Developer. Jaden Carmona, the Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer, cum laude. Zoe Wirtz, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Programming. Chase de Guzman, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Programming. Aiden Nevin, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Programming, cum laude. Connor Nevin, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, summa cum laude. Janelle Tarma, the Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. Tristan Paro, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Programming, cum laude. Eric West, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, cum laude. Lucas Hill, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, cum laude. Janet Nieto, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer, magna cum laude. Marta Ramirez, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer. Alondra Diaz Orsuna, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, cum laude. Christian Malloy, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, cum laude. Zach Johnson, the Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer, cum laude. Areli Mosqueda Medina, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer. Sarai Loera Llamas, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer, cum laude. Mason Stephan, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer. Jonathan Nunez Toledo, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, magna cum laude. Ismael Cervantes, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer. Jake Hoffman, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Business.
Last name is Mathias.
Okay. Joshua Mathias, the Certificate of Manual Machining. Okay. Robert Moreno, Associate of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. Jaden Kuma, Associate of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. Lucas Cardenas, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Web Developer. Lucas Finley, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Web Developer. Kevin Tran, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems, magna cum laude. Daniel Rios, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. David Rios, Associate's Degree of Applied Science in Computer Information Systems. Lisette Francia, Associate's Degree of Applied Science and Web Developer.
Graham Arthur Shama, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Automation and Engineering Technology. Timothy Thomas Dumanlik, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Automation and Engineering Technology. Cum laude. Ida Deep Ranjit, the Associate Degree of Arts and Business Designation. Connor James Allen, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration. Claire Leonard, the Certificate in Early Childhood Teacher. Haley Ann Leach, the Associate Degree of Arts, magna cum laude. Christine Small, the Associate Degree of Arts. Joshua Monin, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Video Production and Editing. Sarina Maria Vargas Vega, the Associate Degree of Arts in Political Science Designation. Daisy Viane Rodriguez Delgado, the Associate Degree of Arts and Criminal Justice Designation. Jennifer Mares Moseca, the Associate Degree of Arts with Studio Arts Designation. Austin Gandy, the Certificate in General Automotive Maintenance and Repair. Ian Palmer, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Graphic Design, cum laude. Matthew Brooks Short, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Cybersecurity. Sean Keaton Leaf, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Graphic Design. Luis Armado Arellano Soto, the Associate Degree of Arts and Business Designation. James Nowat Osgood, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Video Production and Editing. Robert Fisher, the Associate Degree of Arts with Business Designation, magna cum laude. Hector Correra, the Certificate in General Automotive Maintenance and Repair. Alex Gonzalez, the Associate Degree of Science. Julian Wu, the Certificate in General Automotive Maintenance and Repair. Trevor Harris, the Certificate in Emergency Medical Technician. Kyle Sutton, the Certificate in Emergency Medical Technician.
Amari Sanchez Delgado, the Associate Degree of Arts. Eileen Michelle Azucena, the Certificate in Medical Assistant. America Gonzalez, the Certificate in Phlebotomy. Latina Sativa Lucero, the Certificate in Medical Office Administrative Assistant. Jesse Alexander Gonzalez, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Graphic Design, magna cum laude.
Don't want to mess up the pile. Melody Faye Doughton, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Integrative Health Professions. Kennedy Jasquire, the Associate Degree of Arts with Sociology designation. Stuart Boyer Pulse, Certificate in Computer Programming. William Hobbs, the Associate Degree of Arts with Communication designation. Adriana Olvera. Tanya Francia, the Associate Degree of Arts with Criminal Justice designation. Yahaira Avina, the Associate Degree of Arts. Christopher Ryan Giger, the Associate Degree of Arts with Business designation. Rebecca Ruth Carnarius, the Associate Degree of Arts with Philosophy designation. Haley Rose Borges, the Associate Degree of Arts with Communication designation. Ivy Lamson, the Certificate in Graphic Design. Mackenzie Moen, the Associate Degree of Science. Kylie Cook, the Associate Degree of Arts with Communication designation, magna cum laude. Jennifer Cassia, their Certificate in Phlebotomy. Cesar Olivas Zubia Jr., the Certificate in Phlebotomy. Ruby Godinez Marquez, the Certificate in Phlebotomy. Victor Hernandez Cota, the Certificate in Phlebotomy. Jamie Alejandra Olivas Flores, the Certificate in Medical Assistant. Heather Vinson, the Associate Degree of Applied Science in Geospatial Science. Tamara Jenkins, a certificate in medical assistant. Niasha Renee Tennell. Prudence Bebe, the Associate Degree of Arts, magna cum laude. Danica Richards, the Associate Degree of Arts with Business designation, summa cum laude. Nora Rebecca Taife, the Associate Degree of Science, summa cum laude. Andres Medina, the Associate Degree of Science. Liam Flanagan, the Associate Degree of Arts. Jeanette Rochelle Johnson, the Associate Degree of Arts. Jordan Baird Powner, the Associate Degree of Science, cum laude. Michael A. Bravo, the Associate Degree of Arts. Jody Jade Traylor, the Bachelor Degree of Applied Science in Geospatial Science, magna cum laude. Charles Myers, the Bachelor Degree of Applied Science in Geospatial Science, summa cum laude.
As the symbol of completing your academic requirements at Front Range Community College, you may please stand, graduates. You may now move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Please be seated.
As we close out the ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the role that family, friends, and other loved ones have played in supporting our graduates in achieving their goals. Graduates, please look for your families, friends, and other supporters. Let's have a round of applause for all of those people who have supported you. A few more thank yous. I would like to thank the Jeremy Money Band for their performance before the ceremony. Weren't they wonderful? I would also like to thank Heidi Ringer, principal of Skyline High School, and the staff of the Vance Brand Auditorium for hosting our ceremony this evening. We also thank the St. Vrain Valley School District for their support and partnership. Thank you. At this time, I would ask that you remain seated at your seats until our recessional is completed and all graduates have exited the auditorium with their guides. Following the recessional, please proceed out of the auditorium to the main school entrance to meet your graduates. We invite you to take a refreshment with them. Thank you all for joining us tonight and honoring our Front Range Community College 2023 graduates. Thank you.